Hi, so today I was feeling a little bit nostalgic, so I thought I'd let you know about the history of Mother and why we in fact built the system in the first place. Mother, as you know, is a great system for managing all aspects of your business right across the business in a very simple, easy and cost-effective manner, right through from contacts to the work you do, projects and tasks, to the financial aspects of your business such as invoicing and cash flow. Now, the reason that we built Mother was that we were and still are in a separate business, a web design agency. So we'd been used to working online, I guess, and we used various different systems to manage different aspects of the business. Now, at that stage, it was a small company, and mainly it was just me doing all the sort of CRM and sales type activities, managing the actual production of websites from the design and programming point of view, and also taking care of the finances, so sending out invoices, tracking late payers, and so on and so forth. Now, I was drawn to online systems, but it applies equally in the offline world, and I was using three separate different systems to manage those three key areas of contacts, of projects or work, and of finances. I was using something called Basecamp, which is a well-known project and task manager. Been around a long time, really simple to use, and great system, still a great system. I'm not here to knock the competition, but very single purpose and very focused on what it does, which is why it's a good system, of course. Secondly, I was using something called Highrise, which was to manage contacts and the CRM aspects of the business, so tracking sales opportunities and leads, what the communications had been with those different leads, and where we were up to in terms of sending out any estimates or quotes. And then lastly, to manage the financial aspects of that, so which included quotes or estimates and also invoicing, I was using an online system called Harvest. And Harvest is, again, a great little standalone system that works really well. But the big problem with all of that is that there was no continuity between the three of them. Even Basecamp and Highrise, that are actually produced by the same company, didn't even talk to each other. There was a button that you could push to export information from one to the other, but it was a very manual process, and it had to be done every time you wanted to synchronize the data. So I was thinking, well, this is crazy. I'm managing sales prospects in one system, and then when those customers or when those prospects actually want me to quote for some work, I'm having to go to another system to produce that quote, re-input all their details again if they don't exist in that system, and then if they accept the quote, fantastic, I've got to produce an invoice. Okay, well, I can do that with that same system, but then in order to track the work, and in our case we used and still use a lot of subcontractors who are spread around geographically, so it was important to have a system where everybody could log in and manage that work centrally. So I'd have to re-input all those details into yet another system just to keep on top of the work, and it just seemed like a crazy thing. The cost was racking up. We were spending something like £150–160 a month on those three systems. As with most subscription-based systems, the cost tends to increase the amount that you use the system. Actually, in the case of Mother, it's only linked to the number of users you have. There's no limit on projects or contacts or anything like that. But we were finding that the cost was becoming a little bit of a thorn in our side. So we thought, well, hey, we're computer programmers. We can actually build our own system, and that's how Mother was born. Mother version 1 took about a year to build, and we built it purely as an internal exercise. It wasn't for external release at that point. We really didn't have any thought that it might be. It was simply just to scratch our own itch, and we're very happy with the system. We started to use it, and then actually our accountants got to know about the system because we were using it to track our invoicing and so on. And they said, well, that system sounds great. Some of our accounting customers might be interested in a system that allows you to keep track of invoicing, of your purchases and any sort of cash expenses in a simple and easy to use way. So they helped us fine-tune some aspects of that made it suitable for other people to use, and we bolted on a payment subscription element to the system so people could pay us for using the system. And then we found that it developed over time, but bearing in mind the history that we had built Mother version 1 purely for ourselves. There were some idiosyncrasies in the system. Some of it was very specific to our industry, to web design. So if you were a manufacturer of widgets, it really wasn't that suitable. So we took a decision about 2 years ago now to take a step back, look at the system, decide once and for all if this was something that had applicability in the external market, or if it was something we were just going to use for ourselves. And obviously, because I'm talking to you here today, we chose the former route. It's a great system and it works for many different businesses in many different industries. So we rebuilt from the ground up to make sure that we got the flow right for all sorts of different businesses, and here we are today. So please go along to the website, have a look. You can try Mother out very quickly and simply just by clicking the Try Mother risk-free button. There is a 60-day money-back guarantee, no quibbles, so there really is no risk at all. It starts at £19 a month, so it's very good value. But if it's not for you for any reason, we'll happily refund the money. So please give it a go, and hopefully you will get the benefits from the system that our web design business has had over the years. Thank you.